Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Maverick here with episode 6 of Mushoku Tensei. In case you guys didn't know yet, I'm currently visiting my parents for Lunar New Year's, and so this is actually my old room at my parents' house. So, this is a different recording environment. I'm using my laptop instead. Do expect a slight drop in the quality of the audio and video, but, everything will be back to normal by the next episode. So, bear with me just for this 1 week. But with that out of the way, let's talk about the actual series, right? Last episode, we were introduced to yet another very important character, Eris. She's a little bit of a handful, to put it lightly. Knowing, after all, this is Rudy we're talking about, right? Who has all the knowledge of, visual novels and eroge and so on and so forth. I mean, maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, but in any case, he is going to get the job done, right? Beyond that, though, we actually skipped a few things compared to the original work, so I'm expecting them to introduce a little bit more characters, a few other important characters, and also, get Rudy acquainted with his actual jobs as a tutor, right? And in fact, I do believe in this episode we're going to see a very iconic scene within the series, but I'm not going to spoil too much. Let's just jump directly into the episode. Alright, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Alright. And this is also one of the things I talked about, right? The fact that Rudy does belong to a prestigious noble family. It really opens up a lot of opportunities, right? And also we get this political grandstanding and whatnot, this political mind gaming. That definitely makes things interesting. Hilda. Huh. They certainly introduced her quite early. The way that he's doing that little bow there, it's more like a kabuki. Just like I don't really think that's how a noble's bow is supposed to be. This grandpa. Well, definitely. This dude. Oh my god. Oh, oh. Look at his face. Yeah. Aw, they kind of cut it short, to be honest. I was really hoping. Alright. Honestly, I feel like it was done better in the manga. They really drew it out. Yeah. He's a better sword fighter than Rudy at this point. Okay, they're really fast forwarding through this part, which is, I guess, to be expected. Alright. So, where are they going to start the story here? Oh, there she is. Like I said before, some things just never change. But they're actually pushing this development a lot earlier than I was expecting. Waiting for the kick at any time. Ah, it wasn't a kick. I was actually expecting. Ah, there we go. He did a high block while she did a mid attack. This dude. I mean, technically, he is about the same age as her. Nice and balanced. She is still just a kid at heart. The good thing you know, healing magic Rudy's. I never really got further than this arc, so I don't know how well his swordsmanship got later on. I'm expecting it to be pretty good, but we'll see. Well, never really had a job before. Oh, that is nice. Okay, I think I know this one. Oh, this is how they. Oh, they're just going it into it like this. So anyways, they kind of skipped a lot of this stuff. It actually took longer for Rudius to notice that yeah, the problem with Eris was that she didn't get any time off to to recuperate, right? Every day of her life was filled with lessons and lessons and lessons. It didn't really show that entire thing. But I guess I kind of get it, right? They're trying to fast forward through this part of the story until we get to some actual challenges. What are you selling to a dude who's supposedly 6 or 7? A perfect present for your daddy. Learn to read. Mm, technically, if she got one copper of profit. Oh, I just realized she's holding him. It is kind of different from. Wait, what? I know it. Laplas. $12, eh? Not 404. Hmm. ？What? This is new, honestly. Oh. Okay. This is actually quite different. Mm, yeah, kind of like more of a in-between episode. But anyways, I'll see you guys after this. Well, alrighty. So this was a bit of an in-betweener episode, I gotta say. They basically consolidated a lot of the stuff that happened after Rudy got to the mansion, started his tutoring and whatnot, and basically threw them all together. So a lot of the things that happened this episode actually were stretched out much more in the original work. For instance, the scene with so one thing that I was really looking forward to was Eris, doing the pose, being a cat girl or a rabbit girl or whatever you want to call it. And the general idea is that the Grey Rat family basically have this certain fetish of liking these cute beast girls, right? And so it also kind of reflects in their taste in women and how they train their daughters or members of the family, if you will. It's actually a lot more exaggerated in the original work, I feel. And basically, what happened at the end was that Rudy is, even though he did think that it was pretty cute and all that, he decided. He basically went, no, this is completely stupid and whatnot, and basically forced them to completely rethink the way that they do things, right? Because don't get me wrong, this is how the grandpa actually expected Eris to act while she was asking people of something, right? Basically, if you want to ask people something, you got to do those poses and whatnot, and that is the polite way to do things. So all I can say is that Eris, being the way that she is right now, definitely a lot of the blame is to be placed on the Grams. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not a bad person. We will see that more in the future, but well, he has his peculiars, if you will, and it's gonna be up to Rudy to solve it, even though Rudy, of course, isn't exactly a saint himself, right? So we got that in the power part, and then also, after we got Rudy starting the tutoring and whatnot, and also learning a little bit more in terms of swordsmanship. They actually went there were a few, I think, more anime original things that happened. I didn't quite remember this in the original work, but, the general idea is still the same, right? Eris is still being this really bratty girl, but gradually getting better and better through the various, how can I put it? The various plannings, if you will, and scheming by Rudy to basically allow Eris to recognize the importance of the things that she's learning, and also an equal amount of of threats, and of course the carrot and the stick, right? Although the carrot is much I have to say the carrots that he's using are much bigger than the stick that he's using, if you guys get what I mean. But in any case, I did like how we actually went through a little bit of the monetary system of the of the world and whatnot. That was definitely something that I didn't quite get in the original work. That might just be on me. I didn't actually read the light novel. I actually read the manga version. But it's nice to know, if you will, and also nice to know what exactly Rudy is getting paid and all that. And we got a little bit of the background story, background lore in regards to, the floating castle and all that. Honestly, I haven't gotten that far yet, so I don't know how big it plays, how big a role that it actually plays, and also, how far Rudy actually advances his swordsmanship and all that. I have to say, I really haven't read that much into the Mushoku Tensei story yet because, well, I think at that time, I simply stopped when the manga wasn't quite out yet, right? Because obviously the light novel is a lot further along and the manga is a little bit slower, right? So, basically about to the point when we get into our first real serious arc, which judging by this, I think might be the very last arc of this season. We still got a few more important events as well that, don't expect any, like, big epic enemies or whatnot as of this point. I do think that they are going to go through a lot of the stuff between what's it called? The stuff between Eris and Rudy first. And how their relationship continues to grow and so on and so forth. Like I already said, right, Eris is going to be an important character in the future as well, so that will be reflected in the upcoming stories that we go through. And she, as I said, she is going to be a lot more lovable in the future as well. We can already see hints of that in this episode, right? Even though she's still being very bratty and whatnot, you can definitely see that she's also taking an interest and a liking to Rudy, right? In the fact that she actively seeks out his approval and so on and so forth, and she actively wants to do things with Rudy, and then of course the fact that she also wants to give back to Rudy in a sort of way, right? She does have a very twisted personality, no thanks to her grandpa and whatnot, but she is trying her best, right? So give her some time. Give her some time. Then again, I don't really know what she is like after she grows up, honestly, because as I said, I haven't really gotten that far, but I'm expecting her to at least be a lot more dare than she is soon, if you guys get what I mean. So anyways, not too much to talk about in terms of this episode, and the recording environment and whatnot. I'll just keep things tucked away for the next one. So I hope I'll see you guys again next week, and that time I will be under more normal recording conditions. So thank you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.